So, last week, though for some 2 weeks ago, when we left our heroes, the mighty Glassbreakers had arrived at Gudjän Gedág on their mission to guard an ambassador of Arnor in an attempt by the crown to broker peace between the two nations. Unfortunately for the Glassbreakers, the ambassador they were guiding found himself turned to stone and to dust at the end of the journey through the Ayara Mountains, forcing the Glassbreakers to parley with the orcs themselves. This conversation led to the chieftain Grazab agreeing to a temporary truce if the group could prove themselves to the orcs. Nuala, Philip, and Vondel made their journey west into the Ritzigtan Mountains to the Bobosh Nagari cemetery to gather a delicate flower known as the White Paria, themselves guided by a local medicine woman named Mazoga. After they returned, Aaron, Flint, and Wallace consumed a concoction made from the White Paria to go on a spiritual journey, so to speak, in the Trial of Wisdom. A journey that would pass through the night and then would end the following morning. I should say, Nuala and Philip, you two awaken in the morning in your sort of bed chambers that you've been given at the Gudjän Keep, and you notice that Vondel is not in the room when you wake up.
Was he there when we fell asleep?
He might have been. You know that he was... you probably saw him a few times. He was wandering just kind of like the area, the yard. He had a nice kind of stroll, a good walk that lasted the majority of the day. But Vondel can decide if he had gone to bed with the rest of them, or if he had still been out. All you know is that he's not there when you wake up.
Nuala, hey, have you seen where Vondel went?
I do not believe I have seen him. Is it possible he left before we woke up, and he just might be somewhere else, just wandering around?
It's possible. Are his things still there?
Not really. There's he has kind of like a few, probably his what's it called? His little rucksack used for camping and such that one doesn't usually bring along on a casual stroll. But otherwise, his equipment and gear that you usually see him take with him does not seem to be there.
And we were told to remain only in the keep, right?
No, you were allowed to walk around Gudjän Gedág. You were just allowed into this specific section of the keep, where you were kind of staying as sort of an embassy type of situation.
Perhaps we should ask around. I doubt these orcs would miss a dwarf just wandering around.
This is true. You do also know that this morning is when Flint, Aaron, and Wallace should be awaking from their sort of trial in Yotul's chambers.
All right. Well, perhaps we should start with Flint and everyone else then. Maybe check up on them before we track down wherever Vondel went. I don't know.
Try to be wise.
Okay, so you're gonna get the group from Yotul?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you get yourself all up and ready, and you make your way down the halls that you don't know super well, but you know the path this way. And you open up the door and enter Yotul's chamber, where you can see the room that the three boys had gone to bed in. Overall in the chamber, I think I had said there was about 6 or 7 beds, but the 3 of them are currently occupied by Flint, Aaron, and Wallace, though Yotul is not there right now.
Are they still sleeping?
They are.
they're not awake yet? Is that a bad thing? I'd probably say like the kind of the closest. I assume there's someone in here, like kind of watching over them.
There is not actually.
Oh, there's just alone.
Yeah.
Hmm. Should we wake them? Are they supposed to be asleep like that?
I do not know.
You would know that they are supposed to wake up after the roughly 8-ish hour long nap that they took, so to speak.
I wouldn't want to wake them up too early. Well, if they're all here, I think if they're fine, maybe we should just take a quick look for Vandal then.
Okay, yes, but we can leave them to their sleep.
Yeah, you turn to leave a quick second before you see who super stealthily must have standing behind you is Mazoga, who was likely coming to see your friends as well.
Hello.
You're a very quiet walker.
Well, you never know when things can sneak up on you. It's better to sneak up on them.
Clearly. Are they still supposed to be asleep right there?
Oh, it can take a while for bodies not used to this sort of thing to sort of shake it off, you know. I wouldn't worry about it until maybe they start foaming at the mouth or something.
Well, they're not doing that, so I suppose maybe they are doing just fine.
Exactly.
Say, have you seen a small dwarf roaming around these halls about yay high, and I kind of like go like maybe like my waist, about yay high, thick beard, itchy fingers, if you know what I mean. Check your pockets, by the way. Make sure everything's there.
Well, if he has itchy fingers, I have a cream for that. Have I seen someone like so?
Let's say make a perception check.
Okay.
You were told he was wandering on yesterday. Nah, you were busy in your at your sort of homestead working on the corpses of those creatures you guys had fought about 2 days ago. So you probably weren't out and about too much and notice any dwarves running around.
I've been a little busy back with my apprentices, so unfortunately I have not. But I will keep an eye out, and I will have some cream handy.
Very well. New Orleans, you reckon we should give a quick search? Just a quick look around, see if we can spot him anywhere?
We could do that, but he's very sneaky, so I feel as though he'll make his way back to us. But if you would like, we could go look for him.
Well, I guess if you would like to stay here, I suppose I should track him down before he gets into any more trouble here.
As you guys are kind of having this conversation, you hear some pretty heavy and grouped footsteps making their way kind of down the hall outside this room, and a small battalion of soldiers of these guards address and kind of confront you guys. First speaking in Orcish. Have you seen your tool? Do you know where your tool is?
Hey, Mazoga, well, what are they saying?
I tell him. I don't know. What are they saying?
Oh, they are asking if you know where your tool is.
Do I?
Right now, no.
I'm afraid I don't, unfortunately.
You guys need to get in this room right now. The queen has been discovered murdered in the night. We are
what?
we are locking
What?
down the keep.
What?
What?
The queen has been murdered. We have a dwarf in captivity right now who we are
I
suspecting
immediately-
of his murder, but we are not certain.
I immediately
Ooh.
dash off to the throne room.
What did you?
Oh.
Oh my god! I swear that's Mazoga woman. You three?
You,
No. What?
The dwarf. You said he's in custody.
He is in the jail cells below. Yes.
Was he involved?
He says he was not, but we found him wandering on the curtain walls, and we have brought him in just in case. He is the one that alerted us to this murder. We are not certain of what's going on right now. That's why we are looking for your tool. Grzab had named her as the successor, and as of right now, she is the ruler of Gudjän Gedág.
I cannot say I know. Nuala, do you have any idea what they're talking about?
I'm no more clued in than you are.
Almost with continued perfect timing, you guys notice as Yotul rounds the corner, and she's just kind of brushing off her shirts and stuff. She's just, Alag, what are you going on about? I'm right here. What do you need? And kind of responds back. He says, "Man, you know the queen has been murdered. You are in charge of this of Gudjän Gedág." And she says, "Yes, I understand. I was going to the latrine. If you could give me a moment of privacy." What are you do? Oh, you probably came for your friends. Ah, yes, they should be awake by now. And she kind of skirts past you and notices the three boys still asleep in their bed. And her head kind of cocks a little bit aside. Well, this is unusual. We haven't, I guess, tested the paria on non-orcs before. But maybe they just they should be awake by now.
Should we? Is it safe to shake them awake? They wouldn't try that yet.
You are free to try so. I do not believe
Alright.
that you will be able to do much. The flower it's very powerful. But shake away.
I guess I'd approach the closest bed. Wallace. I go up to him and kind of like I start with like a poke kind of nudge, and then just kind of escalate it slowly to like a good like shake with like both arms.
Yeah, you receive no response.
This morning is not going very well.
I will say, and sorry, Arga, you said that the dwarf had been arrested for this. You think he did it, or what do you mean?
I too am wondering that. I'm just saying preemptively. I am not associated with him very well. Very well.
Yotul kind of laughs in response. She says, "Well, it's ridiculous. You two travel together with the rest of your troop. Of course you are in cahoots with him." It's a silly thing to say. Either way, perhaps we should all go have a conversation with your little small friend.
I think that would be a good idea.
I am sure your three comrades will awaken soon. But for now, let's go. And she guides you all down a few corridors and such, and you descend a few stairs into this pretty damp and surprisingly warm for the location sort of stone cobbled cellar that is housed to the unnecessarily large prison located beneath the keep. almost all of the jail cells of the 15 are empty, save for one, where you see Vondel sitting on one of the benches in his cell. Yotul kind of approaches. Young dwarf, why you say that you please tell me what happened. Just give me fresh eyes.
I was simply strolling around, and while I was on my path, I wanted to talk to the queen. Simply could not find any audience, no opportunity to talk to her alone. And so I attempted to climb into her room. I had passed all of you guys. If you guys heard a disturbance last night, that was me. But I assure you, I went inside. I did not kill her. I would never had surrendered. Had I killed her, I would have escaped. I don't know what's going on here, but that wasn't me. My blade didn't touch her.
If my word would mean anything, I can back up that he is a man of shifty hands, not murderous ones. I do not think that he would do such a brazen act.
Could I do an insight check on Vondel?
Yeah, make an insight check.
Did it roll? It did not. That's sad.
18.
Oh.
See, let's see. Let me see. Look at Vondel's character. What's your charisma modifier? Do you have persuasion or perception? Okay. Vondel, just roll a d20 for me, and I'll add the modifiers in my head. Yeah, he seems to be shooting straight. Vondel seems pretty adamant that he did not kill the queen.
Hmm. I'd have to agree with Philip here. This would seem out of character for the dwarf to just kill for a seemingly meaningless reason, unless. So I will stand by him on this one, and I believe that he didn't have at least a hand in her death.
Just to be clear, we are not implicated in all of this, correct?
Yotul kind of responds, well, we are not certain to who it is that have done this. We are gathering a cleric to speak with Grazab, to ask her who, or if she recognized who it was that could have done this. If she pinpoints your dwarf friend here, he will be executed, and I can promise you the alliance will not be signed. If it's not him, well, we will start the investigation.
All right.
I'm gonna look at you, Tool, and I'm gonna ask him, like, so now that she's dead, who's next in line, huh? I feel like this was from the inside.
Well, I am, but I have been with your friends all night. I merely left maybe right before you got there to visit the latrine. Otherwise, I have been with your friends all night.
All right. Would you give us a moment with our dear friend here?
Absolutely. I will go check on your friends, see if they've arisen yet, and Apparently, I have some duties to get going to.
Very,
But
very
take all
well.
the time you need.
Vondel, can you come closer for a second?
What? Why?
Hmm? Just come here. I'm not angry.
Okay, sure.
And then when he gets close, I'd grab him by the shirt, kind of pull him close. Did you kill the queen?
Listen to me, damn it! I didn't. Okay? I'm telling the truth. I wouldn't surrender.
Volunteer. All right. Tell us what you did, so that we can plan accordingly. Because if you are lying, and they find out, we are all going to die.
I don't know. I went in there and I went in there. There was a glyph of warding that had dispel magic on it. I was invisible up until that point, and then I wasn't invisible. I checked on her, thought she was sleeping, and I even poured water on her. I thought she was a heavy sleeper.
Do you have anything to say?
It's not me, man. It's got inside. This just sounds too convenient.
Did you see any wounds on her? Did you check your knives? Are they bloody?
What? I'm sorry.
Check your. Let me see your knives. Let me see your knives.
Alright, just pull out my daggers.
Are they bloody?
Well, you don't have your daggers. All your equipment was
Oh
confiscated.
yeah, they must have
'cause
took
you're
it
in
away,
jail.
huh? Yeah, exactly. And what about the rest? Are they awake now?
I'm afraid not. They mentioned something about being worried that they didn't adjust the potion's quantities for humans. So I have a bad feeling that they might be out for longer than expected.
I don't like where this is going.
I would ask if we could inspect the room ourselves, but I'm not sure if we would be allowed.
I mean,
suppose it wouldn't hurt.
I would be, I would help you, but I'm in here, so.
Yeah. I can see that. New Wallet, do you have any ideas of what we should be doing here?
I truly don't know. This is not how I was expecting to spend my morning, so I cannot.
My night was something too.
How long were you in here? When
pretty
was this in the middle of the night, or was this a few hours ago?
pretty late, middle of the night. Yep.
And you didn't see anything strange on your little stroll?
No.
Ugh. We can't break you out. We can't break you out of here. That would just make everything worse.
Well, right now, try to find a way to make the other three wake up faster. I fear that something might happen to them.
I tried for a moment, but Mazoga mentioned the magic being quite potent, and that we might be stuck with having to just wait for the time being.
Mazoga stomps by, sort of muttering to herself. Yeah, this is goddamn fucking ass. I'm going to go wake up your friends.
Oh. Wait, was Mazoga here the whole time?
No,
No,
she
I
just
had-
walked up behind you.
Oh!
We should put a bell on you or something. You
I mean, you could try. I wanted to see her in the throne room, but apparently she died in her room, and there's already the people over there. So I'm gonna try and see if maybe I can wake up your friends. I have many things that could potentially work, but I need to be careful about it because I don't want them to choke on themselves and etc. and so on. I'll be right back.
All right. Do you think that they would allow us to ask a few of our own questions on how the queen may have been killed?
I mean, you could certainly try. If you are under suspicion, you didn't do it, did you, kid?
No.
No, the one over there sitting in the cell.
No, I didn't do it. I don't stay in the same place I kill.
That is wisdom. But maybe not super appreciated right now. Still, I mean, it's certainly worth a shot if you want to try and talk to them.
If at the least we could identify how she was killed, perhaps the murder weapon would prove your innocence, or the lack thereof.
But there's certainly the hope. I don't know. I am not as. I'll be honest with you. I'm better at taking care of the more mystical things. A simple murder is. Oh, that is not my pay grade. But I will see what I can do to wake up your friends. I have a couple of herbs that might kind of help. Woo! Wake them up.
Is there anything that we could do, or Nuala and I could do to speed up the process? Otherwise, I'm not sure what else to do. Vondel here is stuck inside. Flint, Flint, Aaron, and Wallace are asleep right now, and I doubt we'll be let anywhere close to the body to see for ourselves what may have happened.
I mean, if you want, I won't say no if you want to put some feathers in your hair and play some drums while I do this.
And how would that help?
You're clearly not the shaman. That's okay.
Clearly not. Lead the way. I'll do whatever rituals you ask of me to as best I can.
I will assist as well.
Excellent.
Hold on 1 second, guys. When I just look specifically at Mazilga, I'm gonna say, do you think anybody on the inside might have done it?
The inside of what?
Here. Someone from.
Well, I would assume yes.
Guard.
Whoever did it would have to be inside to do it, because she was killed inside. I don't understand the question.
I hit my head against the wall.
I understand, Vondel. That is a fair.
Someone must have wanted her dead at the same time I wanted to talk to her. That doesn't make sense. Too good.
I mean, I don't understand why someone would want to kill her in the first place. She's a perfectly good queen. There's nothing wrong with her.
If we don't find out
Perhaps it-
who, and I'm quite sure that Vondel will be a very good scapegoat.
I can think of several reasons one would want to kill someone in power. Perhaps one who would be rising to power after that person dies.
You're seriously going... I'm sorry. You're seriously going to accuse your tool of this?
I'm just throwing out ideas. I'm not accusing. I'm merely.
You're being conspiratorial here. You're being conspiratorial.
How about
I'm being. I choose to use the word creative. Okay.
Vondel, do you need anything while we are gone? You have food.
would it be a bad idea to slip you a dagger just in case?
No. I'm good.
All right. I don't know. Here, take my painter's kit. Keep yourselves busy. I don't know.
God, I don't like this shit.
Painting is good at passing the
Already
time.
annoying watching you paint. Now I have this torture.
Oh,
Well,
honey, you don't know from torture.
This
Well,
was a dog.
I mean,
never mind me. We're trying to be generous.
I have some excellent spines from the pygmy lizard that when you slide those right underneath the nail bed, oh, you feel it for days.
I just go silent.
Okay, let's go. Let's go wake your friend.
All right.
Okay, so you guys make the short, it's not too long, it's about 7 or 10 minutes, journey back to sort of Yotul's old chambers now, where you see the trio still lying in bed with no one else in the room right now.
I will start setting stuff up.
Okay.
Sort of.
I do whatever Mazoga would tell me to do. This is her field of expertise.
Yep.
Okay.
She pulls some various herbs and other things. They look maybe dried flowers or something, not entirely sure. Some seeds of some sort, and she's sort of like pounding them in a bowl and directing you guys to put down like various candles and other things, accoutrement, around them and stuff. Okay, so first thing I need you to do, well, you're a lady. How do pink skins feel about toplessness? Like, do you have something on underneath your shirt?
Who are you asking?
Are you going to speak up for her for a second? No.
Okay, so there are designs that we paint on, usually the face and the shoulders, etc. But you guys are wearing a lot, so I wasn't sure,
Is this completely necessary?
Sure.
Was that a lie? Can I do an insight? Is that necessary?
Make an insight check.
It is so incredibly necessary. This is vital.
Yeah.
This will wake your friends up.
Yeah.
The things I do for this group.
These are sacred ethnic folkways that you should respect. Okay, and then you need to hop on one leg while you drum.
You're just messing with me now, aren't you?
Nope, very necessary. And I start sprinkling the powder that I've made onto a small fire that I've built up in a metal bowl. And I start waving a fan made of feathers, etc.
Never speak of this, ever. Never.
I was not planning on it.
And I will...
As I'm just hopping on one leg.
I guess with shirtless, I will go on one leg. Would I provided the drums?
No, she had some.
Okay. And I guess I'm not very musical, so I guess I just start tapping away on the drums, not really holding a steady beat.
There's
Okay,
no
a little more steady, but you're doing great, kid.
I do very red right now.
And she will start waving the fan and sort of mumbling a bit. But they are relatively energetic kind of herbs to wake you up. And it just sort of starts filling with smoke in the room.
How does the herb smell?
Pungent, and very sharp. Not bad exactly, but just sort of wah.
Right. Okay. So you've lit these herbs and incense. You got Philip dancing on one foot, possibly
Yeah.
shirtless, I think, and playing the drums.
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
With some designs that she drew on him.
Oh no.
And hopefully they wake up.
How long do you wait?
I mean, she personally could just kind of keep going because this is what she does.
Right.
So probably like a good 15 minutes or so at least.
Okay. Yeah. I would say just roll a d20 and just add your proficiency to it. Just add a 3.
Alrighty.
Yeah, it is a very interesting show, especially for the rest of this group who probably haven't seen this sort of work done, and there's probably a little bit of a buzz going on from the herbs and essential oils, but after however long you want to wait, you don't see any disturbance among the 3 boys or men.
Sorry. She'll probably keep it going for like 20 minutes total or so.
Okay.
But if there isn't anything whatsoever, she will pause. Okay, you can stop hopping for a second. And she'll lean over and she'll just sort of like smack one of them across the face. Hey, I'm trying to wake you up!
Which one do you smack? There's the dwarf, the deep gnome, and the human.
Probably the dwarf. I think I would break the deep gnome's neck.
That's fair.
Thank you.
The deep gnome, and by the deep gnome I mean the dwarf. His cheek gets a little red from the smack, so you can tell he's still alive. But otherwise, he does not respond. And Wallace, you take 1 point of bludgeon damage. I'm just kidding.
Meaty fingers.
Yeah.
So I just drowned, so I'm at 1 point. That would.
Yeah. That sends you back to 0.
Yeah.
They don't know about that though.
Wallace is walking and just falls over, hits his head.
Yeah, wandering around. Okay. So yeah, after like I said, or like Mazoga said, those 20 minutes pass, and there is no response from the men. But after about 30 minutes, this is not consecutive, it's 20 and then 10, 30 minutes of whatever you guys end up doing afterwards, Yotul and Vondel enter the room. And Yotul speaks up to you all and says, "So, our clerics have spoken to Grozab, and we do not believe that Master Vondel was the killer. She told us that a masked person entered her room last night, and she only caught a glimpse of this man. She did not specify that he looked like our dwarf friend here. He seemed to be either a human or an elf. She was uncertain. All she knows is that he had a gruff voice, so we are fairly certain it is a man. But as of right now, Vandal here is free to go, and luckily none of you will be executed.
Ugh.
But unfortunately, we do not know who the culprit is right now. So
You say it was a man. How many humans are in the city exactly?
right now, there is a total of 2. You and your other pink-skinned friend in the bed.
Hmm. It's a bit odd.
We are at war, my friend. Not very common for enemies to cross lines like that. I'll admit, you are one of the first humans I've seen in quite a while.
Would you say he bore any?
What?
Would you say he bore any resemblance to the other human who came through your land not long ago?
As of right now, it's uncertain. She specified the man was wearing a mask or covering of some sort. Remember, the dead, they don't know everything. Just what she knew before she passed. It is not a real divination type of
If
spell.
you would not mind us asking, what was the cause of death?
Her throat was slit. They must have gotten a jump on her. She did not have any other wounds, and she was still lying in her bed. We suspect that somebody broke in through the window before Master Vandal did.
It was no. That's not true. If they were to come through the window, no, because it was locked and I triggered the glyph of warding that was in the room, that mirror.
Oh, it was you who triggered the glyph. Well, the glyph was set to dispel any magic active spells that passed through the barrier of the window. It's possible someone made their way in without magic and could have bypassed the ward, but if you say the window was locked, I mean, I don't know. I am no investigator. It's possible someone could have locked the window behind them, but I do not know.
If we could get our friends here awakened, is it possible we perhaps could do some sort of investigation of our own as a sign of good faith from Arnor?
I have faith in. I guess they are my men now, but I have faith in the soldiers here. But I guess feel free to dig into whatever it is you want to. But wait, and she kind of leans past you and sees that the 3 are still lying in their bed. This does not make sense. They should be awake by now.
Yes, they should. What were they given?
They were just given the, and I look up the name for what it was called. They were just given the Lenier. I don't. It's the same one that's I have taken, and many of the other council members before me.
My gosh, and I'm sure that you gave them the full strength and you didn't dilute it all for their tiny bodies.
First of all, Mazoga, watch your tongue and who you speak to. I am your queen now. But, to answer your question, no. I gave them the full dosage. I wasn't exactly going to go easy on them. But still, it is quite troublesome. I will see if other of our clerical workers can come and see if they can see what has happened. But I fear waiting. Maybe we wait a day. We'll see what happens. Do you check back tomorrow? Maybe they wake up in an hour. I don't know.
I will keep an eye on them.
I'll just like interrupt her and I'll be like, does this mean we lose? You said that you're not gonna execute us all, but they're still asleep.
Yes, we will not execute you, and they are still asleep. This is correct.
Like this entire time since like last night, he had been like trying to have a strong front, but now that he's like fully assured that he's not gonna get executed, he just goes back to his cowardly face and just starts panting really hard.
Calm down, Master Dwarf. I had faith it was not you. You are small and nimble man, but this was performed by a excellent assassin. This is mastercrafted work. We have almost no leads, and we are currently quite stumbled on where to go from here. But I'm sure he will be captured eventually. Ah, yes. In fact, I will make it my first decree that this killer will be caught. But
A worthy decree.
a worthy decree. But I guess it seems that this alliance will be sticking through for now. I presume I will likely have a squadron sent down to Arnor to finalize this paperwork. And for now, I will call back my troops. I recommend that you do the same if you are capable of messaging your allies back home.
Would it be a good idea to just kind of let your whatever what's the word? Whatever entourage is sent to Arnor, ensure that they are much more heavily armed, as at least we were almost wiped out on the way.
Well, that's because humans are weak. It is understandable. But I was contemplating asking if you would join them. I presume you don't intend to spend the rest of your days here up in Gudjän Gedág. Although if you wish to, you are welcome.
When would they be heading back?
They will probably be leaving within the week. I haven't fully put together the team or know who I'll be sending. Usually Gorazab would deal with this, but I guess it's my job now. So that's cool.
Perhaps I should wait to discuss this for when everyone is once again conscious.
Absolutely. As
I will consider.
Very nice. But I guess until your friends are awake, feel free to gather whatever information or searches you wish to do. But until we meet again, farewell. And she leaves the room.
All right. So I guess until the meantime, we're still half a group down.
Well, I will keep watch over your friends and keep trying to wake them up if you guys need to go investigate things.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like a plan.
I'll go check out the room. Yeah, you guys can come.
Yes, if Vondel knows the way. Seeing that you've been there.
Hopefully I won't be going through the window again.
And so, okay, so where are you guys going? You said you're going to the Queen's Womb?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I heard. I don't know. Yeah, I think I was there. I heard that when Zoga went, there were people there. Well, we'll try to see if we can gain.
For sure. To save time, you guys make your way up to the room, and it is currently blocked off. And the soldiers there explain that their men and women are investigating the scene and such. They'll probably be in here for the next day or two, gathering their information first, making sure nothing's tampered with. But you guys can check it out when they are done, so they don't let you in right now.
How long would they? Could we ask how long their investigation would take before we'd be allowed in?
About a day or two, they're not certain, but
Oh,
they
yeah.
when you ask, they said we'll send someone to let you know when it's okay to
Oh.
check out.
So that's quite a while. In the
That's true.
meantime, perhaps we should follow up on the leads of that man that was here prior to us. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I believe we were just working on the assumption that it was our old friend Uladel. Based off of the description we were given of him, I believe we just...
Well, we thought that he left a while ago, but if my suspicions are correct, maybe he didn't leave.
I'm unsure. This does not seem like the kind of work that he himself would do. It feels more like something he would send, a job he would send somebody else out for. It's not his style, I don't think. But I don't know. Could be wrong.
Sure that he was behind those creatures that attacked us in the mines that killed Philip. Wait, no, shoot, Trevor. I'm quite lost myself. Because otherwise we have, at this point, assuming that Flint and everyone else doesn't wake up, we'll have about a day or two before we're actually allowed to check the place out for ourselves.
What do you suggest we do while we wait? Don't quite know.
Could we ask, I think it was Grizoba was her name?
Grazab?
Grazab.
Yes.
I got that mixed up. Maybe we could go wherever she is. I assume somewhere in like the kind of like the throne room. I assume.
Wait,
And
like Grazab
after-
the queen?
Yeah, or the new queen.
Oh, the new queen is Yotul.
Oh, Yotul. All right. Could we ask her maybe if they would have any record of where the man we believe to be Mr. Piteous, where he stayed?
Okay. Yeah. It takes a little while to pinpoint down where Yotul is, but you find her. Eventually, you're led into this kind of sort of council chamber, where you see there's two now. Two other orcs, both women, kind of sitting around a circular sort table. And Yotul kind of speaks up. She says, well, I'm not certain where he stayed, but he was only here for about a day. But I mean, by this point, that was about a week ago. He was, I believe, only here for the day. I'm not fully certain.
Were you ever aware? Was anyone aware of any activities he had here in the city? And are you absolutely sure that he left? And if so, what direction?
I'm not certain. As far as I know, he came by himself. He said that we should not, make an alliance with Arnor, which seems silly because he was human. But we gave him the thought. Grozab was like that. But as far as I know, he traveled to the south through Corna Gate. I can send word to one of the men at the outpost and ask if he passed by. I will. Well, actually, shit. And you see she kind of waves her hands, does a little incantation. You hear out loud. Hello, Ilnevel. Did a human man by chance pass by through Kona Gate within the past week or so? She waits. She says, it's apparently he did make his way past the gates about 5 days ago. So shortly before you all arrived.
Alright. Well, thank you for reaching out to them.
For sure. But if you don't mind, I have
yes,
a bit of getting
of course.
caught up to do. Thank you.
Of course.
Very well.
Step outside.
Okay.
I want to try something, DM. I don't know. We'll go back to the room where the three
Okay.
rest of the guys are sleeping still, unconscious. But I was wondering, I don't know if this would work, but the sending stones that I have,
Mhm.
if I could, if whatever they're going through, I know that they have it physically, but I'll
Mhm.
try to like speak to whoever. I'll speak to, what is it? Flint has it? Other one, right?
Flint, yeah, Flint has both of the other stones. He has Trevor's old stone, and he has the sister stone to the one you have.
Okay, so I guess I'll try speaking to it and say, "Hey, guys, Flint, are you guys okay? Like, what's going on?" I call out.
Okay.
Do I get a response back?
You do not.
Could I try? I guess this would be an interesting thing to try out on them. Could I use rally on them?
Okay. Yeah, you call out this, you target a single person with rally?
Yes.
Okay.
I guess I'd do Aaron.
Okay. Yeah, you give this mighty rally and roll the rally temp HP for me.
Oh, nice.
Aaron receives 9 temporary hit points, but otherwise you don't see him move.
He would say thank you if he was awake.
I suppose I could try. Could I try using Lesser Restoration to see if that does anything?
Okay. Which one are you trying it on?
I'll just do this on Aaron as well, I guess.
Okay.
Since he just.
Yeah, you lay your hand, and you cast the incantation. He does not respond though.
I recall Vondel being saved by a witch spell way back in the Deserter's Wood.
Well,
do you have any more of those? I believe it was Nuala who cast it.
That was not me.
I
believe that was our old friend.
Yeah, he didn't necessarily cast a wish, but it worked on a similar level.
My memory's a bit foggy.
Wait, say it again? Well, what?
Back when Vondel, you were saved with a wish spell.
That was Nuala that got saved by it.
Or was it Nuala?
Yeah, I died and they had the.
Again, my memory is so foggy. Pretty sure Vondel almost died too once.
No, I did. I got pummeled by 4 guys. Got cornered.
There was a lot of Revivify.
Wait. Nuala, do you have Revivify?
I do not. I'm not a. I think the only people who would have that are clerics, and we don't have a cleric anymore.
I was gonna say, I would have one very risky idea where we could try and kill.
You want to kill? Okay.
Revivify them, but
I don't
We
think they
could-
want us to do that.
Philip, I'll save you the trouble of trying to kill one of us. Like I already tried that, and it didn't
Oh.
work. So,
You didn't die though. You got saved.
well, okay, I feel like close enough.
You got knocked out.
I mean,
I feel like that's close enough to know. I feel like that's close enough to know.
if you kill them and then reset, it like resets their body when you revive them. I'm just throwing out ideas.
I mean, if we were to try that, I believe there are clerics within the city that they already have on hand. So, I mean, I'm not saying we should do it, but I'm saying if we have to resort to something like that.
Maybe.
But I
do we
probably
trust
advise
orcish
against it.
hands for healing. All they know is destruction and useless voodoo magic that doesn't work.
The clerics.
I'm basing it off of Mazoga's failed ritual. She's not here, right? I wouldn't say that if she's here.
No, she's not.
Okay.
Where is Mazoga?
Oh, I mean, unless you guys are still where your friends are.
I think they went back.
Yeah.
We are.
Okay, then yes.
I guess I'll just like, this is the first time I'll seeing them. I'll just, run of the mill. I'll just look at them, see if anything's different on their body.
You have plenty of time to search around, so there's no point in rolling for this. Nothing seems really out of place. You notice that Flint's opossums are kind of cuddled up very tightly next to him. They are awake, but they don't do anything out of the ordinary other than the fact that they're snuggled up next to him.
Well, I feel defeated. Not sure there's a lot we can do right now except for wait for them to wake up and to wait for the guards to finish their investigation. I mean, unless one of you guys have something else.
I could try. The only other thing I would have would be my lay on hands, which I don't know, because all it does though is it either cures a disease or neutralizes a poison. But if they're poisoned, maybe that could. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, perhaps the potion could be construed as a sort of poison. I mean, if you think it's worth a shot, I'm not quite sure what else I'd be doing right now.
I'll go for it. Yeah. Since I'm right next to Aaron still, I will try. I will give 5 points of my lay on hands to him.
Okay.
And that'll neutralize any poison or do anything like that.
Okay, yeah. You lay on your hands, and by you lay on your hands, I mean you lay your hands on him, and you kind of surge that pool of energy that you have. You get no response, though because of that, you do know that they are not poisoned, so you have learned something.
Okay.
I mean, at this point,
Well,
I
that's
want
good.
to drink some of it myself and just simply go journeying for them.
Oh, that was an option. That's something.
We could do that.
I mean, it's what I do.
Would you at least be able to do that thing you said about fixing the potions?
I mean, have it be the correct amount, yes. I don't know what they were trying to do. Like, let's give a small fly an amount that would kill a dog. I mean, why would she do this? She knows better than this.
I'm a bit reticent to drink any more of these orcish drinks.
Oh, I mean, I could make it the right way. so that you would be able to pop out of it. But
That would be preferable.
I volunteer myself for this. If it could possibly help our friends, or see what's going on there, I will do it. I don't know about Vondel or Philip, but yeah.
I suppose I could join with you.
I would recommend at least 1 or 2 people staying behind.
Yeah, I'll stay behind.
Can you keep a good beat?
Once more for me, can you explain what you're planning to do?
Well, I was gonna ingest some of it myself so that I could find them in the spirit world.
Okay, yeah, I see what you mean. Okay, so you would know that the what's it called? Not the flower, but the lenye, the potion that's made from this white pyra, which the flower is used for several other unrelated things, but for the lenye itself, that is a pretty heavily guarded recipe. There's only a handful of people in Gudjän Gedág who know it. You, as much as a medicine woman as you are, it's more of a different one. It's much more of like clerical, so you would not be able to make any yourself. But because the pyra is also very rare, you'd be hard pressed to find someone who does know how to make it, which includes Yotul, to make any for you guys. Because again, it's a hot commodity in that sense. So just to save time, I can let you guys know that taking the potion, going and find them, it also doesn't work in that same way where like you don't go to the astral plane when you take the potion. It's very much all in your head. People who take the same batch and ingest it at roughly the same time are known to have this shared experience. But if you guys were even to get your hands on this, you would be in a separate sort of dream space, if that makes sense.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And
Although I really
just
like
to be
that
clear,
idea.
you said that they'd get clerics to help with this the next day.
Yeah, they were talking about bringing some clerics to stop by at some point. They didn't specify when, though.
Okay.
You get the idea that because their clerics are working with the Grzab situation, these 3 are not the highest priority.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So we'll wait.
I guess we'll have to wait.
See if anything comes up. Let's go back to my.
Okay, so
Go back to the jail cell. I'm joking.
you're going back to the jail cell?
No, I'm joking. I'll go back to the room that we were situated at.
Okay. Interesting. Apostles. Okay, so you guys go back to your kind of living quarters for now. Is there anything you guys want to get done, or do you just want to hop to the next day?
The things that you said that I needed to be the craft that you kind of did. I'm not sure. You had like a
yeah.
thing.
Where was it? It was in your sheet.
Yeah.
The claw, the bolt, you're able to get done yourself. You can get that crafted. You can also distill the water and fire essence so that those are usable.
Okay, yeah.
Your claw, you can get that kind of start getting that commissioned. Let me see how long that would take. PDFs. Did not expect to think. There we go. Okay. Magic items take time. Fun fact. here we are. Okay. It was the claw, right? Yeah, claw. Okay. Yeah, you can find somebody who's willing to craft it for you. They tell you it'll take about probably a week to make sure it's good and ready to go. It'll cost you about 150 gold pieces for their time to work on it, but in about a week, yeah, you can get that claw and they can turn it into a dagger for you.
I guess I'll get this started. I don't know how long I'm gonna be here.
Okay, yeah. Let me put this in my thing real quick.
How to get that dagger?
Alright, so today is May 13th, so it'll be ready on the 20th, 1 week from now. Next Sunday, because it's currently Sunday right now. So you get that done. Philip and Nuala, is there anything you guys want to get done before we just pop to the next day?
I would begrudgingly, in the cold, paint some of the mountains.
Very nice. Give me a dexterity check just to see what kind of quality we're looking at. It's pretty good. Yeah, you kind of show it. I don't know if you show it to Nuala and Vondel.
I'll keep this to myself.
All right. You're confident enough on it. It looks very nice. But eventually you guys turn down for the evening, and you awaken the next day. And I'm presuming you guys go to the Yoltul's old chamber to check on the boys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. You arrive, and as usual, you notice Flint is lying still in his bed, but Wallace and Aaron are groggily waking up, and they look tired, sore, a little emaciated. Wallace and Aaron, you two are both awake, and you both have 2 levels of exhaustion right now.
All right.
But
Been
you
like
are
slapping
awake.
compresses on their heads.
But you two are awake.
Just in time. The babies have awoken, or at least 2 of them. This one still hasn't yet.
Did you swap what we were supposed to take?
Oh, that wasn't me.
Feels like we took horse tranquilizer.
Yeah, I was.
Quite the dream you guys were having.
I was not the one to do this. I would like to stress that. I would have done it correctly, but you know.
Yeah, you might not know who this orc is in the room, but unless you're doing the thing where all orcs look the same, you would know that Yoltul is the lady who gave you guys this potion, what is now 2 days ago.
He's not doing the all orcs look the same. He's just assuming that was the nurse.
No, you're good. That's nice.
Wallace will look around like blearily, like just still rubbing his eyes, like, ugh. He coughs, and it sounds a little bit too wet in his cough for someone who was just lying in a room for the last 2 days. But he asks, "What day? What day is it?" Oh.
You can tell them it is Sunday, May 13th.
Is that... Were we asleep that long?
Yeah.
I don't think we were asleep, my friend.
Well, yeah, no, sleep doesn't feel this bad afterwards. Ugh. And Wallace falls down to a knee.
What kind of dream are you guys having?
It was a fun one. There was burning buildings. There was murder scenes. There was pirate ships.
Flying apes.
I don't think
Or
we're gonna
check.
get much farther into it though.
Oh, the queen's dead. O'Toole is next in line, and lots happening.
What's happening?
A lot.
Zob is dead. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I just, like,
he's
tell
actually
them-
asking in character what's going on.
Yeah, and then I just tell everything, like including my attempt to go talk to her and everything, how I ended up in jail and just fill them in.
Are you sure you didn't kill her?
I asked her from the dead, and she said it wasn't me. I don't stay where I kill. I would have been gone, long gone.
But you got caught.
I didn't get caught. I surrendered.
Oh, alright.
I was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
I mean, I'm not gonna explain why I'm not exactly certain, but DM question.
Yeah.
Our hit points went down during that time by our hit point maximum went down. Does that go back up at all?
No, it has not. Not yet, at least.
That animal level.
He's probably gonna try and help Wallace to our sleeping quarters, because I'm assuming we're pretty tired.
Yeah, it's you're pretty exhausted, one could say.
Mm-hmm.
As Aaron is helping me up, you hear Wallace mumble, take the potion, they said. You'll be awake the next morning, they said. But wait, what about Flint? Is he awake?
He'll wake up on his own time, I'm assuming.
All the same, I'd like to go check on him, just take a look.
Alright, well,
And I go, Wallace will like hobble over and take a quick glance at Flint.
What are you looking for?
Just trying to, I guess, evaluate his condition, to see like what his body's condition is like.
Okay.
Presumably similar.
Yeah. He's looking about as emaciated as kind of you guys are right now. He hasn't, eaten in 2 or so days. But otherwise, he just looks like he's sleeping. You can see that there's a heartbeat. His chest is rising. I guess you can't see his heartbeat, but you can see it. You can see he's breathing. And so that's not really a stressful thing. But otherwise, yeah, he just looks like he's sleeping.
I think we woke up a little bit early because of our resistances to drugs, possibly. I think that might be it. I don't think he's used to drugs like that.
I was in a different. Was I gone for this?
No, you're all there. I mean, unless you want to
I
left.
was there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But they're awake.
Very well.
Yeah.
Lead on, Aaron. I'll be right behind you. Yeah, the bed is the only thing I need.
We can explain more in the morning if that's all right. If it helps.
It's morning right now.
Oh. Well, then I said, well, actually, no. Well, Vaughn will kind of said a bit about what happened.
Yeah, Vaughn gave him the rundown.
So then we're just waiting on Flint then.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully it shouldn't be more than another day or something before he gets up. In the meantime, what all happened? How did your guys' challenge go?
A lot of things happened. I think we agreed not to talk too much about it, but It was unpleasant. We'll just say that.
It was a series of challenges deeply personal to each one of us. If we are to speak of it, it will be when each one is comfortable sharing that. And at that, Wallace kind of looks at Aaron with like a nod. Not out of distrust, please understand. It is old wounds torn anew. We need a bit more time to heal.
I understand. I should also mention, I will let Flint know this when he is awake too. What should I just wrote her name down. The new leader, Yotul, mentioned in passing another envoy of diplomats being sent back to Arnor to make the kingdom aware of the successful agreement of peace. And she offered if we would like to join them on their way back. They'd be leaving within the week, she said, and I told her to I would consider it, but would wait until I got word from everyone else. What are your thoughts?
I'll be ready to leave as soon as I'm fully rested.
I echo those thoughts, Sir Gnome, and but does that mean that the treaty was accepted?
It was.
Well, at least something good came out of all of this.
Yes. Part of me thinks that this recent murder was an attempt to stop that, but we were successful, nevertheless.
It is wise of Yotul to use this event as, I suppose, a bit of a way of binding the treaty agreement. But we can discuss more of that when we're better rested. But the caravan does sound like a good way to get back to Arnor.
Yes.
And yeah, we head to the sleeping quarters.
Okay. Yeah, Aaron and Wallace, you guys can, I guess you can spend the rest of the day just kind of resting up. Is there anything the other three are getting done, /4, this day?
I'm just working with my herbalism kit to make antitoxins, healing potions, that kind of stuff. Obviously, it takes a while, so it's just
absolutely.
prep.
For sure. You guys just want to bounce to day 3 then?
Sure. I'd probably spend it painting again.
For sure. Roll another dexterity check. Let's see how this works.
Right.
Are you painting the mountains again, or is there anything else you're painting this time?
Maybe I'd shift my focus to Gudjän Gedág itself.
Okay,
For this
yeah.
time, this month.
This one's, it's a lot closer, so you're able to be able to focus in on the finer details. This one, you're even more proud of the other one, and you just got this confidence now in your painting abilities. These lessons have paid off.
I picture it would look just like this picture that we're seeing right here.
Yeah, it's basically just this, straight from whoever it is I stole it from. The second day passes. Wallace and Aaron, you're now down to 1 level of exhaustion. But the second day rises, and we can expedite. You guys make your way over to the chambers once more, and groggily waking up is your buddy Flint.
There he
Flint,
is.
yes,
Good
Flint,
one,
you
Mr.
have
Fred.
3 levels of exhaustion right now. You are tired.
And I feel tired.
Yeah. It's rough.
You guys really shouldn't let me sleep in that long next time.
We tried to wake you.
Yeah.
Did you? Is that why my cheek is very, very sore? It's very it's very
Mizoga,
tender.
that would be Mizoga's doing. She got a bit carried away.
I just wanted to see if it would work. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Clearly, in this case, it did not.
Wallace glances at Mazoka and then at her forearms and then just like rinses.
Don't worry, it was the tiniest little smack.
Oh,
Well-
I certainly still feels like it.
Well, I see that
Come.
you're all alive, so that means we must have passed both trials.
Yes, the treaty was successful, despite a few complications, and then I'll probably just kind of repeat what Aaron and Wallace had been told.
Okay.
About the murder of the queen, the details about the killer.
Okay, yeah.
I probably mentioned the message that Yotul sent to the gates.
Okay.
And then I'd also mention the envoy that we'd be offered to join. I think that's all the big details.
Yeah. 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 So everyone's the rest of the 3 are all caught up on the current circumstances. At some point during this day, you guys can decide whenever you want the information. You have a guard that comes and approaches you, and he tells you that the Queen's chambers are free for you to inspect. Yotul has approved for you guys to do your work in there. And you're also told that tomorrow, yes, because today's Tuesday. Yes, tomorrow in the late morning, sometime around noon, probably before lunch, there will be a ceremony where Yotul will be basically anointed her crown and will be officially the ruler of the throne of Gudjän Gedág, and you guys are invited to come to that ceremony. The whole nation, basically city, is welcome as well, but they let you know that you guys are also allowed to visit.
All right. Is that something we would all be interested in attending?
I mean, I'm going to be there.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind attending as long as I can just sit and observe. Still not feeling quite myself after that debacle.
Would you guys be interested in heading up to oh shoot, I forgot the old ruler's name.
Which one?
The queen.
Oh,
The old queen?
The old queen is Grazab.
Ruzab. Now that their investigation is concluded, perhaps we could take our own, take a peek of our own.
You wish to get involved in these matters that our mission is completed here. We have no further cause to stay.
Yes, but I have a sneaking suspicion that this might be Uladel Prius is doing. whether it be him or an agent of him, and I think it would be somewhat of our interest to give a quick look, make sure that no stones are left unturned here before we head out. To be frank, I do not want to have to come back here.
I don't think it was him, friend.
Well, then who could it have been?
I mean,
Who else has been trying to sabotage our...
Why would it be him? Why would he want? Why would he want to kill a queen?
Yatul mentioned the man we assume to be Pidius, did mention warning the queen against accepting any treaty. So that would mean that he was working against us in negotiations, and it would also connect him to Trevor's murder in the caves.
I think Philip is onto something.
These are a great many conclusions to jump to with only the murder of a dear friend and then the murder of a queen to go off of as evidence. I'm not saying that you are incorrect, but I do also agree to a point with Aaron. This may not have been something purely to sabotage our goal. Queens, rulers, they make widespreading decisions and they make enemies, whether they intend to or not, I believe, and who knows how many this queen could have had.
I also know the folk that were in my lab were not Uadel. The mushroom men in the cave, I don't believe were Uadel at all.
Aaron, did we mention how we got so lost in those caves?
No, I heard the loud noises, and then you guys kind of ran into me, but that's all really what happened.
I kind of look around. Does anyone else want to tell him? We were part of. Oh wait.
Wallace will go ahead and recount at the very least that battle, since he feels less attached, though deeply saddened at Trevor's passing.
All right, and that is very sad to hear. But we don't even I believe Woodell is a necromancer. Necromancers, I mean, if you guys explain that it was demons, they don't raise demons. They raise the dead.
It's not just necromancy, and he's not just raising the dead. He's bringing creatures over from another plane.
Well, how do you figure that?
With the creatures that we saw in the Brackengroft mines, and what we think was possibly a portal, the hole that we found that had the invisible fire in it. It seems as if there have been these openings that are releasing creatures.
Did you mention this to the school in Arnor?
We've mentioned some, yes, and they've also enlightened us upon some of the artifacts of Uladels that we found and their potential.
Artifacts. Do you know what these artifacts are, or do you have them on you?
One of the artifacts was a ball or an orb, and while not fully functional that we can think of, they believe it can possibly open a way to the DM. What was that called, real quick? The Shadowfell.
The Shadowfell.
Yeah. Yes, it would open a way to the Shadowfell.
Does Aaron know what the Shadowfell is?
Nobody knows what the Shadowfell is here. And
Where did you
if
learn
tell him-
about that?
Kill the witch!
No, I was just gonna say, the mages of the Karnas Academy had explained in their identification of that item that basically the identify spell revealed that this specific orb works as a tuning fork to a place called the Shadowfell. That is all they know.
Did you guys go back and test it on the portal you had mentioned?
No, we're not sure exactly how this level of magic works, and we didn't really want to try.
I mean, makes sense.
But getting back to what we were talking about before, I do think it would be worthwhile to at least give Grzob's old room at least a quick look. I'd hardly call it being involving ourselves in local politics.
Well, not to call anybody out, but we do know somebody that was there. We do know somebody, well, apparently they surrendered, but we also do know that that person had aforementioned killed someone right before we got here. That would have ruined the whole operation. So I'm wondering, why is it that he is out of the blame?
Who is? Me?
The dwarf.
Oh.
Did he not kill the ambassador?
Well, one of the clerics spoke with Grzob after she passed, and I believe they did specify that the humanoid that killed her appeared to be human, or possibly even elvish.
People can change their forms.
That is
I don't
true,
know.
but that's not an ability that at least Vondel here has, as far as I'm aware. Right, Vondel? You can't shapeshift, can you? I feel like I would know that by now.
Oh shoot, I think Vondel's AFK right now.
Oh, is he? Oh.
He is. He just missed me. Oh no, he says he's back. Can you hear us, Vondel?
Oh.
Vondel apparently doesn't respond. We'll come back to that later.
He did it, it's proof!
I believe we were also told that for whoever had broken into the queen's room would have to be some high-level sorcerer or assassin. So I don't think Vondel would have the capabilities to trick such magic. But again, we never know.
Hear me?
Yeah.
The way they worded it, I believe they said that they broke in without using magic.
Yeah, and I have been using
That. That's what.
In fact,
Okay.
my ability went out.
Yes.
Beforehand.
We could also. Oh yeah.
Oh, now we're just specifying to get just back to that just in cases.
Yeah.
Aaron had said that it's possible that whoever it was that had made this assassination could have disguised their form, and then said that Vondel asked if Vondel was capable of doing that, or said Vondel wasn't. I can't remember.
I mean, also how we overlooked how he killed the ambassador.
There was that.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's talked about that yet.
I guess I'll just explain first. Yeah, Ken. shapeshift to an extent, but I could not have done that since I had used invisibility, and anything that came through the window spelled magic, so if I had disguised myself, it would have vanished.
Well, the invisibility went off, and then you could have used disguise self if we're talking about that spell.
No, I went in there only to talk to her. I didn't kill her, and if you want to bring out the ambassador, sure, let's talk about that. Okay, well, first, he was petrified. I didn't want him to go out like that, so I killed him.
You shot him twice.
Well, thought I'd do the job. I didn't want him to come back from the dead. Had to give him a good sending away.
I'm gonna.
That was a bit on the murder side, in retrospect.
Yeah, roll an insight check with disadvantage, Aaron, because you are exhausted. All right. Vondel, just roll me a d20.
Wow.
When Vondel explains that the man was petrified and he just wanted to give him a good send out, he kind of stutters a little bit with his wording. He doesn't seem super confident in what he's saying.
Oh, I believe you, Vondel. All right. We might need to talk about this a little bit later, but I understand. You didn't want the man to suffer.
I wouldn't go out like that. Didn't want him to. So apart from me now fully out of blame, are we going to have? I don't know. I had gone AFK. Did we say we were going to go investigate the room, or
I was
from that?
suggesting it wouldn't take long.
Yeah, I'll double check it just because I was only there for not too long before I realized what had happened.
All right, Vondel and I. Anyone else?
I will go with you.
I can accompany, but I believe I will leave the searching to you.
Okay.
I can come with as well.
Aaron's just gonna go back to bed.
Fair.
Doesn't want to deal with that.
So whoever wants to can make their way. You're led up to Grzob's chambers, and you are let into her room. You can see, although now at this point it's familiar to Vondel, as you enter, there is, it's not a fairly large room. It's only about 30 by 30 feet, which I guess in theory is a pretty big room, but it doesn't matter. To the left, basically this door that you enter through is almost lined up with the wall to the left that extends forward. Straight across from you, you can see a window that is currently shut, leading to the outside. There is a dresser that's kind of sitting on the left wall of this room, along with another door that sits cornered as well on this wall past it, along with a very nice 4-poster bed that is centered on the right wall.
So from when I went in there, pretty much everything there has been there.
Yeah, it looks the
Nothing
same.
seems like-
Only difference is Grzab is no longer there. The sheets are still there. You know, the bed, the dresser, everything else is still there.
Could I check inside the dresser?
Yeah. What are you looking for?
I'm not sure. Anything? Is it big enough for someone to hide in?
No. It's like more of a I shouldn't say dresser. It's more of like a a table you could sit at. There's a chair. I apologize. It's got drawers on the side. It works a lot more like a desk, I guess, with a mirror in front of it, and then shelves that sit on the sides of the mirror. Dresser's a bad wording.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. But you rifle through it. There seems to be some sort of paperwork stuff. through which the guard that's kind of standing outside this doorway is preferably you don't go through the private papers.
Yes, of course.
Carry on.
Pardon me. I'd avoid the more paper-heavy
Mm-hmm.
drawers.
But you find several knickknacks. There's jewelry. Appears to be some makeup. You find a components pouch in one of the drawers. But otherwise, nothing really stands out.
Yeah. I'm not taking anything, so I leave it all where it is.
Okay.
And then the bed.
Right.
Are the sheets like still bloodied?
Yes.
Ah. Trying to think, like what is it? I'm trying to think what is there to investigate. Something that the guards could have missed.
I mean, yeah, it was heavily guarded, other than the fact that I came through the window, but...
Is this room on the second floor?
This room is on the 5th floor.
5th floor, okay.
Hey, no orcs could build so high. Just a passive aggressive, just...
Oh, you're lucky I'm not there.
Though Mazoka can show up if she wants to anytime.
I heard that!
Well, yeah. So what are you looking for?
If I move the bed, can the bed be moved? Is there something against the wall?
Or anything under it?
Or anything under it?
Yeah, the base of the bed is up on kind of the pegs that support the bed. So it's an open space below. There's nothing underneath the bed.
Can I push the bed? Anything against the wall?
Well, the bed is sitting against the wall, so you can push it from side to side.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but if you can do that, and I mean, you don't find anything like hidden messages on the wall or
No. Could you repeat? What else was in the room?
Not much. It was a fairly surprisingly blank, not blank, simple room. It's just this. There's the window. There's a door on this wall. The sort of desk area, and then the door you came through, and then the bed. It's a very simple setup.
Desk, door, bed, window.
This room seems awful plain to be housing the queen.
If I look at the door, is there any evidence of like tampering, like with like any? I assume there'd be like a lock on it.
Yeah, make an investigation check.
That's a lock, all right.
Yeah, there's a lock.
I'll help. Yeah.
All right, Vaughn will make a roll for me.
Well, he couldn't have got
22.
in because there's a lock there.
I'll just tell you.
Yeah, you're fairly well acquainted with locks. There doesn't seem to be any tempering with this. And even you can usually tell when a lock has been picked, the kind of little minor scrapings that your tool set causes on locks, but this doesn't seem to be messed with.
So if someone got through the door, do you think they would have had the key?
Either that or they were already inside.
I'm just thinking if we look for who has access to keys to the queen's room, that could narrow it down.
And we were told the person left through the window.
Vondel, you said what was the window? It was locked, right? When you were there?
The window was locked. I had opened it and gone through, triggering the trap of like that glyph of warding. But when I had talked about it, she had suspected that maybe someone had come before me or something else. It didn't seem like whatever I did. Like when I went in there, it was already too late.
Wait, so they said that someone probably did go through the window.
They might have. And when I went in there, it was locked. But there would have been no way to lock the window from the inside and get out. Like a locked, like yeah, you know.
Yeah. So then they must have gone through the door. If they left.
It was guarded. I think they would have probably seen something happening.
Yeah.
Actually, to the guard that's guarding us right now at the room.
Okay. What's
Could I ask him? Were you Grzab's guard?
During the night of the murder? No, I was not. I usually work day shifts.
Have you questioned the guard who did?
Yes, there was 2 men on staff. They didn't see anything. They didn't.
No
hear
one came
anything.
in through the front door?
No, as far as I know, no one came through the door. They suspect the person came through the window and then relocked it when they left.
Hmm. Is the lock on the inside?
The lock is on the inside, but we assumed that they jimmied it somehow.
Hmm.
I want to check all like the walls around it to see like if there's any fake walls or doors.
Oh yeah, like knock on the walls.
Okay.
Like with like hollow spots.
Yeah. Make an investigation check.
Would this be at disadvantage because I'm exhausted?
Yeah.
I can help if need be.
So Vondel helped. So 19. Yeah, you guys. In theory, you guys can all just spend some time tapping on the walls.
Yeah.
But there doesn't seem to be any secret doors or such.
What about the floorboards?
What about the floorboards?
If I stomp around the floorboards for a little bit, can't you usually kind of hear, like, if one of them has, like, nothing holding them up?
Yeah, you would know because you would fall through them. But you jump around a bunch of the floorboards, and there is no falling. It seems sound.
All right. I'm out of ideas, I guess.
One final thing I want to check is the mattress for the bed. Like I want to lift it up and see if there's anything, maybe like under the mattress or something.
Okay. Yeah, you lifted the mattress. It's the box spring below. That's it. This roll is box springs. I just made it canon.
Wow. So advanced.
Yeah, I know, right? Soon they'll have elevators. It's gonna be awesome. Gudjän Gedag's on the up and up right now.
Like they also need to have had springs and I guess mattresses are fine.
Yeah, it's a spring. It's not too complex, I think. But yeah, unfortunately, you don't find anything in between the box spring and the mattress itself.
Okay.
You notice that there is kind of blood that has seeped through to the underside of the mattress. But other than that.
Quick question: does that mean this world also has slinkies?
Oh man, make a history check.
What?
Well, this is just their daydreaming about a childhood toy. History. There you are.
7. Not that you know of.
So that means it can be invented.
I'm not saying yes, I'm not saying no.
But there's a chance.
All right. I apologize for wasting your time. Maybe whoever was here was a bit too sneaky.
It is also days after the actual murder, and
It is also true.
who knows how the local authorities have adjusted the scene to their whims.
Yeah. You would know because you were kind of a little bit informed, or at least the others had been informed, and they could have informed you. A majority of the investigators were clerics and wizards / sorcerers who were using magic basically to study the scene. There was very little physical investigation, just because when you have magic, it just makes the job a lot easier. Any information that's done physically can usually also be obtained by magic. And so you get the sense the room wasn't like rummaged or anything during the investigation process because of that. So it's not like there was a clue and the clerics or whatever fucked it up. It's just that either you haven't found the clue or there's just nothing here. It may have just been a really good crime.
They haven't gone through some of her things, like in the drawers.
I mean, you can go through the drawers. What are you looking for?
I mean, the guard's watching us. Well, I mean, what if like a paper was planted inside or something? I don't know.
You're a smart enough fellow to know that the investigators would have gone through all this paperwork, or there would have there was a process. It's not like they just had like some soldiers who just like walked around the room. Like they sent in trained professional casters to inspect the situation.
Oh, they have those here.
They may. But yes, you were told that clerics and spellcasters were investigating.
Alright, well, I guess it no tricks up our sleeves to find anything else, and we have checked in with the spellcasters and the clerics to like see any if they got anything, or is it just relatively the same? Whatever they got is whatever we figured out.
Well, you guys haven't used any magic. So if they found something, they probably found something you didn't. If there was, say, something that only magic could find, but.
Okay, well, I mean, if you guys want to, someone detect magic or anything that they could use to look through, see if anything magical occurred, I mean, go for it. Or we could talk to them and see what they found, but.
No, I don't know that I have that kind of magic, but I do think I have an idea of where to look next. Will all of you follow me?
Sure.
Come quickly. And Wallace will like hobble over straight to the kitchen and ask for some food.
Okay. The kind of orcs on staff are confused, but they're like, sure, we have some spare bread and cheese, and you're given a nice little platter of some nice breads and cheese.
I thank them earnestly, and I gather everyone. Come. A nice quick lunch or brunch. I'm not keeping track of the time, but might be we can confer better with, or without, I should say, empty stomachs. And I
Sure.
everyone who's with us.
You know what? I think we've earned this.
Okay.
That's the spirit. Come.
So you guys make your way into the dining room, and there's kind of some confusion on what's going on, why you guys are asking for food and stuff. But after a little bit of a glibness from Wallace, you guys have a fairly decent meal that is prepared for you. Over the course of the next hour, they make it, and you guys are feeling very nice and stuffed and full. And it was fucking delicious. But the chefs were being very coy about it. They're like, hey, we just threw this together. It's just a little something here, something there.
Is Mazoga here for that, or?
As you think that out loud, Mazoga strolls into the room.
Yeah.
Hello.
Woman.
You seem to have a knack for that, Philip.
Yeah.
A knack for what? Just walking?
It wouldn't be so terrible if it wasn't for that eye. It's looking at me.
Yes.
I mean, you know.
Yes, we all look with our eyes. But
Oh,
Mazoga,
she has
lovely
the-
to see you. Yes, you are very adept at walking. Would you like to adeptly walk here and join us for a meal?
By all means, I had the pie that just came out of the oven.
You see Wallace's eyes just light up as soon as you say that, and he like kind of like wipes the corner of his mouth a little bit, like, oh, I like you.
For what it's worth, her left eye does look sort of milky and cataract over.
Yeah, that's why I remembered. Not crazy.
So it's a little unusual.
Okay.
You know, she's old, whatever. Here you go, have some pie. I managed to collect a couple of other sort of berries and stuff at the cemetery. These are very good, and they will not send you into a very long sleep.
Wallace hesitates as soon as you mention it. It's like, ah.
It's very good. It's very good. Trust me, I would not have screwed up the amount that they gave you. I still can't believe she did that. Oh my god.
Okay, yeah.
I think we've had enough. I think we've had our fill of Orcish food for the evening. At least I have.
Wallace tries the pie.
Thank you. See, here is
I'll
someone
try
who
some
knows
of the
about
pie.
hospitality.
I suppose since we're all here, we could begin to. Wait, is Aaron here?
Aaron is sleeping in the quarters.
Oh, well, we should probably grab him then before we.
What time of day is it? Do we know it?
Right now it's late afternoon.
Okay.
We could probably grab Aaron, and I was thinking we could talk about finally heading back to Arnor. Yotul mentioned that envoy heading back down south, and I'm not going to lie, I'm quite fond of getting back home.
Home is where the heart is.
I've had my fill of the cold.
It's not
Must
cold where
agree
you're
with-
from.
No,
Oh,
Never
certainly
gets
not.
cold.
I mean a bit in the winter, but not like this.
But it is wonderful here.
Excuse me. I thought that was rude.
It's as you said, Mazoga, home is where the heart is, and I believe that our friend Philip's heart here is very firmly rooted in his to no one's fault. I agree. I believe it should be. We should be heading on out soon.
Well, we should talk to Aaron. Make sure that. Actually, what does Aaron want to do? I mean,
Well, you should at least stay for the investiture ceremony.
Aaron, if you're asking, because I believe you already asked him if he wanted to go back to Arnor. He said he's planning on going back to Arnor. He doesn't like it here.
Mazoga, you mentioned ceremony. What kind of ceremony are you talking about?
Oh, for installing the new queen.
Well, I suppose as emissaries from the kingdom of Arnor, and Wallace kind of looks around and like kind of elbow nudges the people right next to him. It would be our highest honor to attend before we depart.
How many days from now is the coronation?
The coronation is tomorrow morning.
Oh yeah. Well, it's around the corner. It wouldn't be it wouldn't be too far out of our way to attend, I suppose.
Most certainly not. We'll be home in no time. Don't worry, Philip. And Wallace kind of pats him on the probably the highest he can get up is like mid arm.
Yeah.
Just like yeah, but we can go check in with Aaron.
Yes, of course.
Okay. So you finish up your meal. Do you guys clean up after your plates, or do you just leave them on the table?
I would probably leave him on the table because I was raised that way.
Of course.
I will clean up his plate after him, rolling my eyes.
All right. But so the table's cleared by some means, and you guys are back in your lodgings. Aaron is there, and he's sleeping.
I'm sure he's not dead. Oh my god.
Well, I think he'll be okay. Wallace says, kind of like looking almost pointedly at Mazoga. Like I think we can trust that he will be okay and awaken in good time. This is a more restful sleep than the one we had, I'm sure. Now that I think it, doesn't seem like a bad idea for myself either. I am still, as I said, not feeling quite myself after that whole ordeal. It was all in our minds, but it truly did take a lot out of.
I don't think what we saw in there was just in our minds. They told us it would not hurt us or we would not feel anything, but we definitely felt in there.
We felt much, yes.
And that's when I look over at Philip, Vondor, and Nuala, and I just say, I got turned into a monkey.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
It was actually kind of cool.
Yeah, that must have been fun.
Like a great time.
I would have read that as like because Aaron mentioned that there were very, very personal things you didn't want to talk about, so I'd probably interpret that as like something that might be like a backstory thing. Well, if you ever want to talk to me about it, I'll be here.
I punched someone and they just turned into a liquid. It was pretty cool.
Tartar sauce.
You will see Wallace just kind of like he clutches his stomach and like visibly just shudders. Like, liquid is not far off. Yeah.
I don't think I could ever do that. Personal stuff. I think.
So if we're all attending the ceremony tomorrow, will we talk afterwards about business from there?
Oh, for the ceremony, don't forget you're going to have to. There's some costuming you'll need to wear, and you'll need to hop on one foot and play a drum.
I'd give like a ha kind of look.
She just grins. It's very important, very culturally sensitive.
Of course, Philip. You wouldn't want to be culturally insensitive at all, as emissaries of Arnor, right? As representative of your esteemed family.
I think I kind of ignore that, and whatever's closest to me, I just kind of start fiddling, or just I don't know, just kind of fiddling around with it, just ignoring.
Okay. um. But anyway, so is there anything else you guys are getting done that during this day?
I think Flint is going to go to sleep.
Okay,
Same for Wallace. Yeah, I think it's done with this day.
that makes sense. A little bit later in the evening, Flint, you hear this unfamiliar voice in your head. You hear, hello, it's Trevor. It's me, Anslo. I need your help. I want to eat you. I mean, no, wait, hire you. My buddy Craig has been weird. And then it gets cut off.
I hear that like in my head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll send
Is
a transcript in case anyone's
like anyone else in the room when I hear that, or?
No, but your sending stone makes kind of like a little bit of vibration. You're pretty sure that's where it's coming from. I don't know what the visual or physical effect of that is, but I've decided it's the stone vibrates.
I'm going to pick the stone up, and I guess you just pick it up and talk into it.
Yeah, you can respond, but you basically respond to the sending message.
I will respond with, "This is Trevor's friend, Flint. Trevor is unavailable at the moment. Where are you?"
It's probably under 25, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 15. Okay. That's all you want to send?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. The message is sent. You do know that the stones only work once a day.
Yes.
Okay. But he gets your message. Okay. Other than that, is there anything else you guys want to get done? Or you can pop on to the next day again.
I don't think so. I wouldn't.
Okay. So the following morning, you guys arise, and can roleplay amongst yourselves while I do the word count on this sending message you're about to receive.
Hello, I don't know how sending works. Please send tweet. Oh shit.
We can clear another level of exhaustion, right?
Yes, everyone loses 1 level. So Wallace and Aaron, you guys should be good. Flint, you have 2 now.
Okay. When we all wake up, if we're all there together, I don't know if I don't know how to say the name for the orc is with us. Since we're all there, I will look over at Wallace and Aaron. So, after the ceremony today, do you intend to continue traveling with us?
I intend on going back to Arnor, if that's what you mean.
What are your plans once you get to Arnor?
Find something nice. I don't know. Have a good time.
That is fair enough. If either of you would like to continue traveling with us, wherever our adventure may go, I'm not quite sure. I don't think anyone in this room is sure, but I think I speak for the rest of us when I say you are both welcome.
It pleases me greatly to hear you say that.
I believe both of you have, by all means, earned your keep and earned our trust in these past few days.
Well, thank you, I guess.
And I will give you each a Glassbreaker token.
Aw.
We have those?
I have them.
Philip doesn't
I have
have
extras.
one.
What? Wait,
No,
I never got mine.
It's
I
an
gave
inside
you
joke.
one.
Just don't give him one.
I
Philip,
made
I have
extras
the
for when you
limited
guys
edition
die,
Philip doll.
and I get new companions.
That merch.
Yeah, I think you had got 9 commissioned.
Yes, I have 3 left.
Yeah, that makes sense. Trevor had 1, and so now you have 1 left because you give 1 to
Yes.
Wallace and to Aaron already. As you're handing them out, a message does respond. It says, "Oh, hello, friend. I've heard you are very tasty. No, helpful. That's the word. Craig's been weird, but I'm in Belbeg. Come here, please." And then there's a ding of the
I don't even.
sending stone vibrating.
That the message ended.
Yeah. Beep.
Your message could not be completed as dialed. Please try again.
You said in Belbag?
Bailbeg, yes.
Do I know where that is?
Yeah, you would know that that's the halfling town.
Oh, okay.
The
Way
brain you're
on the
dying
west
is not in
coast.
service.
Let me make sure I get the spelling of this right though before I send it through, so I don't get bombasted. History, okay. But yeah, if you want, you guys hear some moving and footsing around, as you can tell people are getting ready for the coronation of the queen. Where is Bailbag? Yeah, fuck it, I'm just gonna send it through. I apologize. Okay. Now watch me rip off popular other D&D live plays. So you guys are you guys get dressed. Does Mazoga help them get their costumes ready for the coronation?
Oh, totally, yeah.
Okay. What do the costumes look like?
Well, you know, like a little bit of face paint, some like feathers in the hair, you know, like some necklaces of teeth and stuff like that. A couple chicken feet, stuff like that.
Very nice, very nice. So you guys are in these wonderful costumes, and you guys are kind of led outside of the main Castle Keep area, just sort of almost like village center. You can tell it's that the kind of aura is a little different than it usually has been. People seem kind of excited. There's, plenty you can tell are still saddened and mourning the loss of Grazab, but plenty are sort of relishing in the idea of there still being a new queen coming up. Yoltul's seems to be like a very popular choice, which is helpful, being she was picked by Grazab. You notice several people with their drums hopping on one foot and spinning in circles, playing the drums. That's when, Philip, you realize that Mazoga was not messing with you. This is actually how it is in Gudjän Gedág.
Maybe I'll wait outside.
Well, you are outside right now.
Oh, well, maybe I don't have to attend it after. I mean,
Come on, you can do it.
Oh,
You did
it's
so
okay.
well before.
It's already so late. It's like morning, I assume.
Yeah, it's early morning.
Yeah. Oh, it's so late.
Come on,
Um,
skinny pink man.
Come,
I-
Philip. You may actually end up having a good time.
Yeah, but you're able to sample some pretty amazing foods, some strange delicacies, the sort of lizard thingy that Mazoka was talking about the day before, and other sorts of kind of fruits and veggies that are kind of surprising to be seen up here, but a pretty great sort of what's it called, palette of food. Before eventually you can see that everybody kind of gets gathered around this central podium that seems to be sent up. That's fairly large. And you see Yotul up on this sort of stage along with several crowned guard. And you notice Zorag as well up on this podium. One of these, another person kind of steps up and taps on Zorag's sort of neck, and his voice comes out booming. Says, "Welcome, everyone." Oh, sorry, this is in Orcish, so if you don't know Orcish, you have no idea what's going on, but it's in Orcish. He says, "Welcome, everyone. I hope you have had great coronation for Yotul, who will guide us into further wonderful, bright future, where we will completely crush the human waste down in Arnor." And then Yotul kind of walks up, taps him on the shoulder, whispers into his ear, and he goes, "Oh, sorry. Where we will broker peace with the wonderful humans of Arnor in the south. And yes, your queen." And he kind of turns and she steps forward. Another kind of person walks over and gives her a nice tap on the neck. She says, "It is an honor to follow in the great footsteps of Grazab. I will do my best to keep her legacy strong and alive, and my best to lead you all into a bright and wonderful future ahead. And whatever it is, these strange creatures roaming the land, we will persevere and we will survive stronger than before. Thank you very much." And there's a bunch of clapping and everyone's all excited. And the music strengthens back up, and the party is in full swing. Sorry.
Assuming Aaron can't even see the stage.
Yeah, it's pretty hard. If you ask, somebody might put you up on their shoulders, but
He doesn't want to feel like a child, so he's not going to ask anybody.
One second. One second. I'm waiting on a response from somebody. Actually, I can look it up. 19. Okay. While this kind of party's kind of getting going and rock and rolling, Flint, you notice this strange kind of almost like blip that passes across the sun, and only for a second there's this kind of light shadow. And you notice there's something flying overhead. It kind of spots your interest.
Can I tell how big it is?
It's pretty far away, so right now it looks really small.
But it was big enough to block out the sun as it flew over.
It didn't block out the sun. I should say it momentarily passed right in between your kind of view of the sun, and it just for a second. It's not the entire sun. It was just perfectly flew by, so to speak. And you barely caught it itself. But you don't see it right now.
Which party member would be closest to me?
You guys are kind of bouncing around, so you can pick whoever you want.
I will go up to Nawala.
Okay.
Do you see anything currently that seems suspicious?
Do I see anything that looks suspicious?
Preferably in the sky.
Make a perception check. Let's see what. Let me say something. Okay. Yeah, you spot just barely as it kind of passes through a cloud almost. This sort of white, it looks like a bird almost, flying through. Though it looks, from how far away it is, you can tell it looks like it's kind of big, which is kind of weird. You've never seen anything this big that flies before. And it kind of reminds you of those little things you fought in the forest on your way back to Gudjän Gedág. But you can't really make out any specific details. Though at this point, the rest of you kind of notice the music's kind of dying down a little bit as you notice several guards begin addressing kind of people. Everybody, please make your way back to your homes. Just please for just a second, if anybody could just please start making your way back to the homes. And there's a bunch of kind of confusion. Everyone's like, what do you mean? What is kind of going on? Anyone who speaks Orcish can understand these nuances.
Hey, we're in the middle of a party!
Yes, we'll party minutes forward. We're being precautious. There is a storm coming. Bright winds from the west, so is a snowstorm.
I want to gather the party and I want to head towards the queen.
Okay. You can make your opportunity. There's several guardsmen who are kind of surrounding here right now. As they're currently moving. Are you trying to stop them or?
No, we're going to be moving with them.
Okay.
And I would like the queen to notice that we're with her.
Okay.
Yeah,
possible. You guys, you kind of call it out, and she. Let's see if she can hear you. Oh, naturally, D and Beyond decides to crash right now. Hold up. We'll just roll a d20. Rolling the dice. 4. She does not hear you, but you guys are kind of swiftly trying to start making your way, I guess, to the keep right now. With this kind of sound. Though from behind you, you hear this loud crash. And suddenly this blast of wind comes from behind you guys. And you turn around as you see this mountain of almost ice that has formed in behind you, where you can see several orc citizens frozen in place, standing on top, placed on this sort of house about 60, 70 feet away from you. This hulking reptilian white-scaled creature, wingspan sprouting almost 20 feet across. Let's roll initiative.
Ooh, I know what this is.
I think I have an idea.
Is it possibly the dragon?
Oh, I keep forgetting I have advantage. Okay, yay, 18.
Naturally. Alrighty, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alrighty. At the top, we have Philip. Philip, you can see this beast standing up in front of you.
Say it again.
Can you see the map first? I should ask. Yes.
Yep.
All right, you are at the top of this round. As you see this
Hmm.
hulking creature atop this building.
Uh-oh. How tall is this building?
Building's about 20 feet tall.
20 feet tall. Ew. Oh, I can't hit that. I'd have to a bit deep into my bag. It's been a while since I pulled my crossbow out.
Okay.
And I would probably line up a shot real quick.
Okay.
Take it.
All right, roll an attack for me.
All right.
9 unfortunately misses.
All right. Can I take a threat? Is it an action like reload it?
I
Or-
think you need crossbow expert to make a second shot. Let me maybe Amanda or Mazoga, can you tell me if that's correct? That because of the loading
I think
quality?
it's if it has the loading quality, then it does take the time to do it.
Okay.
I don't know that. I guess I wasn't sure if light crossbows had the same quality, just because those are easier. Or maybe I'm thinking hand crossbows.
What kind of crossbow do you have?
It's a light crossbow.
Light crossbow?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm looking up too real quick.
Yeah, I think you can only make the one attack.
All right. I guess in that case, I'll use my movement and then kind of spread out a little bit here.
Okay.
I'll probably get to about right there.
Alrighty. Aaron.
How far away is this beast? I've done this before. He's going to say a small incantation, and then he's going to cast Fireball at it.
Okay. We're gonna make a dex save. That's a 12. Alrighty. So that's 22 fire damage on this gentleman. Okay. Anything else? As this little tiny bead fires up and explodes on impact, creating a giant explosion around this creature who kind of roars back in pain a little bit, but doesn't seem too wounded.
Assuming we're following Philip, he's gonna run this way.
Okay.
And that will be his turn.
Mazoga.
Well, she had already been wearing her festival togs, so her brawny, tattooed arms are visible as the sigils on her right arm start glowing and sliding down towards her hand, and her axe appears, and she is very unhappy right now because this is a party and it is being interrupted. She's going into a rage. So, as her cataract over eye begins sort of glowing with an otherworldly bluish tint, a bunch of ghostly orcish ancestors begin sort of stepping out from her body as she walks forward, surrounding her. And she will go not as far as I would like her to go. But she will separate out. Well, dang it. 1, 10. She can get here. And oh wait, no. I'm not a monk. I'm not that fast. And she will stand there and fire off. Actually, no. She will patient defense at the or no. I have to. Do I have to attack when I rage?
No, it's just that your rage is just your bonus action, and rage goes away if you aren't hit or if you don't make an attack by your next turn, I think.
Oh, okay. Balls. Okay, hold on. First off, let me set my aura up. Alright, I will fire off my my bow.
Okay. 15 unfortunately misses as the arrow flies past and bounces off the scales of this creature. Second attack?
Try it again.
22 will hit for 8 piercing damage as you are able to nick off a few scales as the arrow pierces the side of this creature. Anything else?
Piss off, you great lizard!
Alrighty.
She will holler at him, and that's it.
Nuala.
Okay, I am going to. Yeah, I'm gonna get over here and then I will use my guiding bolts.
Okay.
Since I don't really have it.
24 hits for 15 radiant damage as this bolt fires from your mace and explodes on the creature, sending these beautiful little gold sparkles around the creature. Is that so? Anything else, Nuala?
No, that is all for now.
Alrighty, Wallace.
Advantage on the attack.
You do.
Hell yeah!
Okay. So there's this big lizardy-looking creature with wings in front of us. Okay. Does this look at all like the creature that attacked Arnor just before I joined the group?
Similar.
Is it like reminiscent?
Yeah, similar like body makeup, but this one is beautiful white.
Oh, such majesty and beauty and always trying to kill us. Okay. And Wallace will look to, is that Flint next to him?
Sure is.
He'll say, well, we didn't want a quiet time at this party anyway, right? And he'll cast Bardic Inspiration on Flint. Use one of those.
Okay. As your bonus action, anything for your action?
I think he will run here. I think it's like 40 feet, so he'll use his movement and dash to try to get here.
Okay. Behind that building? Sort of?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah, like right there.
Oh, weird.
And that'll do it.
Alrighty. Behind him we have Flint. Flint, what are you doing?
Flint is still way too tired and is not in this. He just wanted a nice party. He is going to move, but not that far. He is going to move just behind. Behind that structure.
Okay.
And he's going to use his elemental bow. He's going to put a charge in it for fire.
Okay.
And I'm going to fire at it with a fire arrow.
Alright. First shot will be at advantage. 21 and 17. So 21 for 14 fire damage as the arrow sinks right into the side of this creature.
And I will use my gathered swarm also.
Okay, another 6.
And yeah, that's going to be all that I'm going to do.
Alrighty. Oh man, the fucking bottom. Vondel, what are you doing?
All right. Well, following after Flint, I guess I'll do the same and shoot. I'll do steady aim for advantage.
All right. What's the range of your bow or your crossbow?
Crossbow. Which number do I do? The parenthetical one, or the
Should be the smaller one, I think.
the small one?
Yeah.
The small one says 320.
Holy shit! Then yeah, you're good.
All right.
Goodness. With 300 is the range of your light crossbow?
I don't know if it's a default one there or something got custom, but you can check the my character sheet.
I'll check later, but unfortunately a 10 is not going to do it, as it's kind of scary being around this creature, and it just sails wildly into the wind. Anything else from you?
Wait, I'm sorry. I rolled 2 times. Did it take?
Oh,
the
you did. I'm
lower
so
one,
sorry. Sorry. The first time, 27. That's a crit. I apologize. I didn't even see that. Oh man. Okay. So we got. All right. So you rolled a 5. 5 times 8. Oh man. Wait. How can you roll a 0? Oh, I see what happened here. Okay. So 5 plus 8 is 13. All right, so that's 13 damage on the creature. Oh, and you had advantage. So where's the sneak attack? Seeing at 14. So 14 plus. Oh god.
Booyah.
So that's 38. Another 38 damage. Ooh.
Ooh.
baby.
It's a pretty good shot. This creature's looking hurt. Anything else from you, Vondel?
Nothing so far.
Alrighty. So, now it's Volgardash's turn. Let's see what the range is on this. 60 feet? Okay. I need a... Yeah, here we go. That'll do. Oh, that'll work perfectly fine. This guy's gonna fly his way over right here. And let me pull out my token. Alright, let's see if how can I rotate this?
Oh, wow.
I don't like
Pretty
that.
Can I
big.
not rotate it?
And see, you can illuminate everyone who's about to die.
I should be able to, but it doesn't
Massive.
give me a
Yeah.
rotation sigil. Alright,
Is
well,
it
I'm
at
just
the
Wait,
gonna
I
draw,
have a
guess.
question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oopsies. If I do steady aim and it says that I can't move, if I do a reaction, does that mean I can't move now because I did steady aim, or because
What
I
do
don't
you
know how it
mean?
works with reactions? Because I did steady aim, it says that I don't move until the end of my turn. So
Yeah.
now, if I do a reaction, would I be able to move, or?
No, because there's
No.
nothing in your reaction list that makes you move.
Oh, okay, cool.
He's actually a little better positioned. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna need this range should fill. Oh, I gotta clip to corners, I think. Oh, come on. Snap to corner. There we go. That should be able to hit all of you. Let me repull the token. I don't want to accidentally.
I don't know how that works for an area of effect.
I think you can probably pick a person. Not subscription. Chromatic. That's the dragons. Where's the... Oh, I see what I got here. Okay. How does Roll20 not have just... I'm using Burning Hands, I guess. It'll work. Yeah.
I like that one much more.
Yeah. Alright, so that'll work like that. But it's not fire. Oh god. Okay. But it'll go about right there. I think that's about
Yeah, you
60
missed
feet.
all.
Whoa, that was a lot all at once.
Yeah, that's 60
Right.
feet. So
Aaron
I
and
think
the leopard just
everyone,
gone.
except for Mazoga. Actually, no, he can just angle it a little differently. Right? Where's the...
Do you think Vana would have partial, like, some cover from that, or?
From this effect, no.
I'll still
I mean, actually,
It
well,
burns the
shit, let
building.
me see.
cover.
It's a.
And I get it.
It doesn't specify like fireball. So yeah, you're right. He would. Okay, this is gonna get.
Yeah.
Like if it is a cone originating from somewhere, then yes, something in the way would provide at least some cover.
This is true. Okay, so that
Unless
area-
it was like gaseous.
Yeah, I'll say, Vondel, I'll give you advantage on that save, just because I don't know how else I would rule that.
Okay, just a quick question. For
Yeah.
my evasion, it
This
doesn't
is-
stack, so I just do advantage, right? Or just do
Well, let me
advantage,
tell you,
correct?
because first I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw,
Okay, never
except
mind
for
then.
Wallace.
Against magic?
This is not
Oh,
against
wait, I don't
magic.
get advantage. I don't get advantage.
I don't think this is
Alright,
against
can
magic.
I'm gonna use a luck point to re-roll mine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's more like it.
Okay. Okay, so Nuala. Okay, we're gonna go through this one by one. Okay, I'm just gonna roll it. Let's see what happens. Okay, so Philip, you take 39 cold damage. Nuala, you take 39 cold damage.
I
Minus
have
9.
resistance.
I know, that's already halved.
What the frick?
Mazoga, you take 20 cold damage. Vondel, you take 71 cold damage. And
Nice.
Flint, you take 39 cold damage. As this icy breath.
71 minus 9, as one of my ghosts sort of stands halfway in front.
Okay.
It's not a lot, but it's all I got.
For Vondel, you said?
I got one shot as well.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Since I have my transmuter stone set on proficiency for Constitution, I get a +3 to that, right?
You sure do.
So do I pass?
What was your roll? 12?
Yeah.
No, the DC is 19.
Oof. All right, never mind.
Ooh.
And then he's going to use the rest of his 80-foot flying speed, which was, how far did he go? He went 25. Oh, yeah, he can easily. And then he's going to climb back up on top of this wonderful house. Philip!
Is Aaron still up?
I don't know. Is Aaron still up?
If he just took 74 damage, I don't think he's up.
Oh, yeah. Aaron's probably unconscious. Aaron, what's your max hit points?
45. So I don't think he can go
Okay.
down fully. He would be
Okay.
dead.
No, yeah, you're not double negative.
My
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
that's only 20 points away. Yikes.
So Philip, what are you doing?
I am going to.
Damn, that was a really good roll too.
I'm gonna first use a bonus action and do a second wind.
Okay.
What? Ooh, nice. All right. And then am I able to use my goading attack on a crossbow attack? Or is that for melee?
Does it
melee
specify
only?
melee weapon?
It just said it says weapon attack.
I would say then, yeah, you can goad with him.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that with my crossbow. So I'm gonna take a shot.
Okay.
23 hits?
Yep.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna shoot. I said like, come after me instead, cowardly lizard.
Okay. He's got to make a wisdom save.
Yes, and then I can roll damage plus my D8.
That's an 8. But he's going to
Nice.
use a legendary resistance to save instead.
Oh, wait. Can I use a 2 luck points. Wait. Roll. Oh, okay. Okay, no, I can't. All right. Oh, gee whiz. I still get the D8 damage
Yep,
though.
you sure
so.
do.
Ooh,
Alright,
another 8
so
damage.
9 plus 8, so 17 damage. Okay.
So he just ignores me. I guess I'll run over and at least stabilize Aaron because I don't have any healing spells.
That
Oh, that
is
was good.
a action to do.
Oh yes. Yeah. Actually, no. Actually, not. In that case, I'll save my action surge.
Alrighty, Mazoga.
Okay, this guy. No. You leave my children alone. I will murder the shit out of you. I am pretty sure I can't get up onto the roof, though, can I?
No. You can try climbing it. Let's think.
How tall is it?
This one's a lot taller. This one's about 30 feet. So yeah, it's about 30 feet. It takes 60 feet to move and to climb to the top of it, I would say.
Okay. How tall is this? Oh, hold on. How tall is this one?
I'd say that one's probably about 20. I think that's what I had said earlier.
I want to start climbing this one.
Okay.
And basically my action would be if the dragon like swoops past it all, I want to try and jump on it.
Okay. Cool. Okay, so it was how much movement did you use to get to the building?
To get to the building was like 25 or so. I have 40 feet of movement, so I'm not all the way up there, but I'm
Oh yeah,
making...
You're about like halfway up. Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Nuala, what are you doing?
This is a 10. I wish I had ranged weapons. I will I will try using Sacred Flame on him.
Okay. Dex save?
Yes. I don't think... Okay.
12. I feel like that's a failure. Or no, sorry.
Yeah, that failed, so...
Alrighty. So that is 7 radiant damage on this guy. Okay.
And then... I'm sorry, I always forget. Is it action or bonus action to switch weapons?
Bonus action.
Okay, yeah, so then I will switch to javelins.
Okay, yeah, you pull out a javelin. Cool. Anything else?
No, that doesn't matter.
Alrighty, Wallace.
Can I see Aaron from where I am?
Yeah,
Like,
sure. He's out of the corner of your eye, but yeah.
Okay. I will bonus action, I'll cast a 2nd level healing word on Aaron.
Okay.
So that's 7 heals total.
Alrighty, so Aaron, you're up at 7 hit points.
Yeah, I don't know, it rolls sometimes in D&D Beyond, it's
I've
weird.
noticed, it's kind of weird. Okay, what's your action?
I will. So down here, hold on. Down here, is this like a wall? Like, would I have to run all the way over here to get around, or can I like hop through and?
Yeah, you can hop
over
over
here?
that. I'd say it'll just be difficult terrain. It's just a height. It's just a small fence.
So for my action, so it's bonus action. I will use Vicious Mockery on the this creature here.
Okay.
I think
Wisdom save?
it's 60. Yeah, 60-foot range. Let me just make sure it's in range. It's like
I'll allow it. Yeah.
right at 60 feet. Okay. Yeah. So I'll say it's cold enough here without you breathing up the place. So just I don't know. Don't.
14. I don't think that succeeds.
Yeah, DC is 15.
Alrighty, so roll some psychic damage.
It's 4 psychic damage and disadvantage on the next attack roll.
Alrighty, I'll mark that. I actually go to that one. There's that one. Alrighty. Flint. Flint, you're conscious, right?
Yes, I am.
Alrighty, what are you doing?
Can I actually see the creature from where I'm at, or is the angle too steep?
From where you're at, it's a little steep. You could back up just a few feet, though, and you'd be able to see him. I'd say like 10 feet, probably.
Okay. And did it seem like the fire damaged?
It damaged. It didn't. Yeah, it didn't seem to resist the fire damage.
Okay. Then I will back up. I'm going to back straight up. For my bonus action, I will put Hunter's Mark on it.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use another charge of my bow for fire damage again. And I will fire.
Alrighty. 27 hits.
And then I will also use the Gathered Swarm.
Alrighty. Another one. Okay. Presumably a second shot.
Yes.
18 just hits.
And I believe I can do Gathered Swarm on each hit.
I think Gathered Swarm
No.
is just one. Hunter's Mark
It
is
is.
every hit, though.
Okay. I knew it was one of them.
Yeah, it's another D6. Alright, for another 3. He is officially bloodied.
And that is it for me.
Alrighty, Vondel.
Oh, I'm down. I've been down.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Vondel's down. I don't have my dice on me. I'll roll my phone. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Oh, I can whisper this. Never mind. Okay, sounds good. Volgradash's turn. Let's see if he gets his breath back. Or sorry, her. Wow, that's just wonderful. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna pop himself. Let's see, what's his flying speed, or how far can he fly? Yeah, he's gonna get right up behind you, Flint, and let's get that cone out again. Good luck dodging this one. I'm just kidding. There we go.
Damn it, that's my Uber.
Alrighty. I know the verisimilitude is broken by the fire, but yeah, it's close enough. 60. It actually will just barely get you, Philip. But Mazog, I'd say you're out of range.
Damn it.
Vondel, you're actually also out of range too.
Okay,
Which is lucky
cool.
for you. So, Flint, Nuala, Aaron, and Philip, give me a Constitution saving throw.
I'm gonna use luck to reroll.
Okay.
Aaron's gonna die.
Why didn't I roll in?
Oh, no.
Ooh. All right.
Which
No,
one's
Aaron.
Aaron?
I should have brought Aaron up. I regret my decision.
Okay. So Philip and Aaron fail. Or no.
Which one
Philip,
on the
you
map is
succeed.
Aaron?
Aaron is the wizard, right there.
That one. Okay.
Alrighty.
Shit.
We
Too
got.
far away.
Let's roll it. 66.
Ooh,
So
Good
Aaron, you
half.
take 66.
that's a lot more than 7. So yeah.
Yeah. Philip, Nuala, and Flint, you take. I rolled twice, but ditto. 33 cold damage.
Oh boy.
Anybody go down from that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Flint did.
Flint did. Cool.
Yep.
Nuala, are you conscious?
No, I'm
Okay.
down.
I was making sure, and I'm pretty sure that took out Aaron too. Philip, are you conscious?
Yes, I am.
You are. Very nice. But then this creature is gonna then use the rest of his 40-foot flying speed to fly back on top of this building. And Philip.
Okay, can you go inside any of these buildings, or are they all like locked up
Yeah,
now?
you can go inside. You can try the doors. A lot of the doors are
All
probably
right.
shut.
And if I run up to Aaron, is he dead?
I don't think so. No, because he took 66.
way more than double.
Really?
He was at 7.
Okay, you're at 7, and you took.
Yeah.
You took 66. What's your max HP?
45.
45. Aaron is a popsicle frozen in a encapsulated ice.
Is this a door right here?
Where'd you say? Like right there? Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
So Nuala is down. I am going to. That's the one person I can get to. I'm going to run my 30 feet to her, and then if I dash, can I drag her with me?
Yeah, it'll be half movement, so you can get 15 feet.
All right. Oh, so that. I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm going to. I'm gonna actually. Maybe controversial, but I'm gonna use my action surge so that I can drag her fully inside this building.
Okay.
And like super dash basically with her.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys.
And just get inside. Maybe. I'd be so torn. I'd see Flint in the ground. I'd see Aaron, popsicle. I just yell, everyone just get inside. We have no stakes in this battle.
Anything else from Philip?
No. Well, now I assume Nual would be safe enough in here where I could do a medicine check on her next round. So yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Aaron is dead. Mazoga.
Who is? Okay, so this one is a popsicle. How are these other two?
Flint's unconscious. I think Vondel, you're conscious, right?
No, I'm unconscious. I'm still unconscious.
Vondel's unconscious still.
Okay, so both of these two are still unconscious. Both of these two folks here are unconscious.
The two people who are alive and outside are unconscious.
Oh, is Wallace inside?
I'm
no,
just
Wallace is
behind the building, I think.
I see.
I am going to leap down, double dash, and if possible, I can't do that. Take this one and hoisting over my shoulder, drag into this hut.
Okay.
Maybe it won't target him because he's on the ground.
How do you mean?
I'm talking about Flint.
I don't know who's who.
The dwarf.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is I don't have any other movement, so I can't just like kick one body in there and then run out and like protect the other. So unfortunately, that is all that I can do.
Alrighty. Nuala, I'm gonna roll your death saving throw. Okay. Wallace.
Okay. Okay. Wallace will peek around here. Can I see Flint from here?
Yeah.
And, like just okay. Also, kind of with the terrain, are there like? I guess I want to do my animated. What is it called?
Oh, animated thing.
Animating performance to animate my like my little barrel construct, or like realistically whatever is nearby, turn it into this hovering thing and send it up to the creature.
Can it fly?
It has 30-foot hover, 30-foot fly.
Oh shit. Okay. Does it specify with like things that are like grounded? Like there's these sort of like totem poles on the ground. It's not like a free sitting. It's affixed to the ground. Does it specify? I should say, does it specify like unworn
You can target
or carried?
as an action. You can target a large or smaller non-magical item you can see within 30 feet and animate it, and that's all it says. The rest is like
then
friendly to you and obeys your commands. Lives for 1 hour.
I'll say hell yeah. You can animate this totem pole. I think I have a token for it.
Yeah. So
Why?
I'm just gonna use the barrel for now because I'm not gonna ever be able to have every single token in existence. Where is the barrel? There's the barrel. Trusty barrel. Load it.
yes.
There we go.
Nice, and I'd like to have it end up here, kind of on the west side of the creature.
Okay, I'm gonna give you control.
Well, I guess it moves on like the turn after mine in initiative, so that's my like trying to get it to move there and attack the like to try to keep it busy.
Okay, so that's your bonus action. You animate it, and you can command it to do its thing.
Yes.
First,
Yes,
what's your action or bonus action? Wait.
So
it's as an action.
no, you were. Yes. My bonus action, I would like to at third level. Third level, I'll cast another healing word on Flint. As long as I can see him.
So Flint, you're up with 11 hit points. All right, and then you're
Still inspired, also.
This is true. Okay, so use your bonus action then to animate this totem pole. I'm just reading the ability. It can move into your action, but the only action it can take on its turn is dodge action, unless so it can only move and use its reaction on its own. But the only action it can take on its turn is the dodge action, unless you take a bonus action on your turn to command it to do something else.
Can I? Well.
Make sense?
Yeah, okay. I have to use my bardic inspiration to be able to also send it. Okay, so I guess I'll take back the healing word, and instead can I reach?
Are you sure?
No, I guess not. No, I won't take it back. Yeah, it's there. Yeah, I guess it has the dodge action.
Okay. Oh, Hunter's Mark faded. Alrighty, Flint, you are conscious. You're on the ground, but you can use 15 feet of movement to stand up.
So my movement speed is already only 15 because I'm exhausted.
Okay, so it'll take 5 feet of movement to stand up. You have 10 feet left.
Okay. I will stand up and I look around and I don't see any of my teammates other than Aaron, who is dead.
Mm-hmm.
Made the doors open here?
I imagine the doors were shut behind.
I would say that Wallace is like kind of, as he's casting the spell to heal you, he's like calling your attention to the corner and kind of waving you over.
Okay. Can't really move too far, so I will move. The 10 feet that I have back. And looking at the dragon, or creature that I don't know what it is. Definitely not a dragon.
What's a dragon?
we don't know what dragons are.
Yeah.
So. Looking at Godzilla.
That makes sense. That one you know.
I'm going to use a third charge of my bow.
Okay.
Because we're going to go big or go home with more fire damage. Fire again.
Alrighty. 19 hits for 9 piercing, 9 fire, plus, I guess, 2 fire damage. For the swarm. Oh, Hunter's Mark is gone, by the way, because you went unconscious.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
If you want to recast
That would be...
that's fine, but...
And then second attack.
If you're going big, I also recommend expending the inspiration on your attack roll to see if you get a little bit more damage.
18 also hits for 14 damage.
Okay, I will use my inspiration this time. Why not?
Roll that d8, and then Wallace, remind us what it does when you roll damage.
Target and each creature of your choice that you can see within 5 feet of it must succeed on a Constitution saving throw DC 14 or take thunder damage equal to the number rolled on the inspiration die.
So just a D8?
Yep.
Yes.
Alright, so minus 8.
Nice.
And he makes a Constitution save.
Correct. DC 14.
That is a 12. He takes what, 8 thunder damage?
Yes.
He'll take it. Okay. Anything else? From Flint.
I believe that's all. Actually, just because it will look really cool, I'm going to use my Writhing Tide as my bonus action.
Okay.
And I can now hover when I have a flying speed of 10 feet.
Okay.
Shit.
In theory, I guess that's also halved to 5.
I imagine. I don't know. Can I use that movement also now this turn?
Yeah, I'd say you can hover 5 feet away.
Okay. I'll go more step back. As I'm standing on a mound of possums.
Yeah, his possums like climb up beneath you and just start pushing you up in the air. Anything else?
Awesome.
That is all.
Alrighty, Vondel's unconscious. The creature... let's see if he gets his breath weapon back first, just for funsies. Okay. But you actually hear this creature call out, "This land is mine now. Gather your dead and gather your gold. I will be back in 3 days for what is mine." And uses his insane movement speed to fly away 160 feet. And begins sailing off into the north. We're still on Philip because there's people unconscious. We're still staying in this combat. Philip, what are you doing?
Will that be a medicine check for Nuala?
Yes. DC 10.
Yes, I will do that. Hooray!
Alrighty, Nuala, you are conscious.
And bonus action rally, why not?
Alrighty, very nice. Roll those. Wait, is it can hear you?
Whenever you see or hear you.
Okay, so Nuala's still unconscious. She's just stabilized, so she can't hear you.
Oh, okay.
You might be able to rally Vondel if you run out.
Huh? Yeah, I'll do that. Once I kind of see Nuala's all right, I kind of run out the door and be like, Vondel, it's gone!
All right.
Hold on.
All right.
I'm unconscious too.
Oh, Vondel's unconscious. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh.
My bad.
Oh, well, I wouldn't know that, so I'd yell it out anyway.
Alrighty. Nuala.
I am still unconscious, correct?
Oh yes.
Or I'm
I
not, like,
apologize.
I'm-
No, yeah, you're stabilized, but you're unconscious. Wallace.
Yeah.
Wallace will kind of, seeing that this thing is gone for now. I think 25 feet gets me here. Can I see Nuala? Like, is there a window where I can see Nuala through here?
You can round the corner and see her fine, I think.
Okay. I will. Guess I'm on medic duty, so I'll do a first level healing word
Okay.
on Nuala on my way through.
Okay. Nuala, you're up with 5.
And then that's movement and bonus. The rest of my action, I think, I will just move the 25 feet here next to my barrel construct,
Alrighty, sounds
and it's
good.
still taking the dodge action.
Cool.
I
Flint.
think that's all I can do. Yeah.
Alrighty, very nice. Flint.
So with that writhing tide, so I can now just move 10 feet, and that's it.
Well, you can move 15 feet plus 5 feet of flying, so 20 total feet. Without
Okay.
dashing.
I didn't know if they're stacked or not.
Oh shoot, I think technically they don't. No, yeah, I'm sorry, I was wrong. Flying speeds like that don't stack. You just have your max
Okay.
movement, which will be 15. 10 of which, or sorry,
Okay.
5 of which can be flying.
Okay. I will just move closer over here around to Philip. And that's pretty much all I can do.
Alrighty, Vaughn.
Wait, did I miss my turn?
Oh, I think I totally skipped past you because of Aaron. My bad. Yes.
Okay.
No,
I was-
that's totally on me. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. I'm just like, wait, did I space? I
No,
was
I
gonna
spaced.
see if I could use my herbalism kit to try and stabilize.
Yeah, roll that medicine check. 18, yeah. With that, you are able to stabilize Vondel, the last of the combatants who need be saved. At which point we can easily fall out of initiative. And I think with this would be a fairly good point to call it for the evening. And we can find out next week what happens to Aaron. And see what you guys are going to do.
No, I feel terrible. I could have saved him.